looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Hosley. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the back. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out. They go right back to him. Plows through the defense. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking for room. It's Hosley. Finding some room. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged out of the air. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They've got the screen set up. Spinderella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Richardson. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Blue Devils headed quickly to the line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. He splits the uprights. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Bringing it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man, it's Harris. Knocked down it for 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Maddox. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a crease. It's Hosley.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Hosley. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Grab behind the line. It's made. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the ball.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB is see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense seeing the ball, spit out.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football. Got big yardage on the return. What a play there. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Wideout trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
Well, sudden change situation. Got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight, they didn't allow a touchdown, and they forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Could not make his way to the corner.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside, it's Hosley. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And man, those sting, man. The third down, the money down, your guys got to come through. You had a good play called, receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get tougher.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Got a man. It's Nicholas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Looking to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Georgia Tech spends its second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for room, it's Hosley. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Enough to move the chains.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Hosley. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
In the red area, it's Powell. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Yellow Jackets are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. A big stop from this defense as they force a 4th down and a decision coming right now. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Yellow Jackets looking to convert on 4th down.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Yellow Jackets spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Looking for the goal line. This will likely be the last play of the half. Off play action. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 23 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Boilermakers, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And there is still a lot of work to do on the season, but they get back to 2-4 in the standings. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Atlanta. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Catching up with the Yellow Jackets head coach, they have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. This is one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but the key word being after the catch.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Hosley. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Mendoza. He's got it. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The give on the inside. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On third down, he drops to throw. Under fire. It's complete to the left. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on fourth down. They boot it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. To the air, it's Mendoza. Got it. Terrific run after the catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun. Caught behind the line. It's Hosley. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. To the air, it's Mendoza. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They finally get to him. The what a play there to pick up the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. To the air on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
He'll keep it on second down. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Looks as if we have an injured Blue Devil on the play. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. He wants to change this route. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go right back to the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll take it on the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Quarterback keeps it. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense stepped up in a big moment.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The Blue Devils, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He'll try to do it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job of buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The pitch. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Takes the handoff. It's Maddox.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Makes the catch. It's Addison. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but this defense might get a little help from the officials here. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Running inside, it's Maddox. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Card in the backfield. It's Addison. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Maddox. Timeout Duke. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. The Blue Devils take a timeout, and that's the last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And they're able to make the tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on 3rd down. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the catch. It's Campbell. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Wants to keep it in the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires to the right. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. That 4th down penalty feels as if it is really going to be costly, but we're about to find out now. It's 1st and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way